Your girl Sharice here again. Today, ooh, the chair slid. I wasn't expecting that. Hold on. Today's video is another pregnancy update. Excuse me if I sound a little hoarse, because I've been going through for the past couple days. I've had like a phlegmy cough. My midwife said that it's more than likely my allergies because I have no other symptoms. I have no fever. It's just basic, like, you know, it ain't got no color to it or anything like that. So basically just, you know, living in the great old Northwest, the allergies just, yeah. Anyways, so today, I have to write stuff down all the time now because I forget. I actually forgot in my last video to mention that, well, first off, let me just say, I am 28 weeks and 1 day. So I'm officially in my 3rd trimester. Definitely noticing that things are getting harder. Like, literally thought I was going to be stuck in the bathtub just a couple days ago. Like, I couldn't pull my weight up, and I couldn't lean forward because my belly was in the way, and my man was at work, and I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I'm about to be stuck in this tub for like about a good hour and a half and be all pruned up and stuff. But I ended up having to, you know, just maneuver, and then like I rolled over and got on my knees and then pushed myself up. It was a whole lot of work, but at least I got out of there. But anyways, it's definitely, things do definitely get harder in your 3rd trimester, and I'm just at the beginning of it. You know, I'm like hot all the time. Thank God I did my glucose test the other day and I passed, but then I ended up finding out that I'm anemic, so I gotta take iron. Anyways, as I was gonna say, and I done sidetracked. See, look, I write stuff down and I still don't look at it, and then I get sidetracked. What I did not mention in my last video, because I did a video at 24 weeks? I don't remember. I think, was it a 24-week video? Oh, like y'all can tell me. Anyways, my last video, I'm pretty sure it was a 24-week video. But I meant to mention that I actually have already had, my breast milk has already came in. I did not know this. I had actually, you know, I've had a few things going on with the, you know, this area right here that I wasn't sure about, and I asked my midwife, and she was like, oh, your breast milk has came in. I was like, already? And then that same night I freaked myself out because I went to go get in the shower, and, you know, my clothes was off, and I just so happened to reach, and my arm touched my nipple and it felt wet, and I was like, and so I just so happened to squeeze, and yes, stuff came out, and I did have a little bit of a moment of a freak out, but I knew my midwife had told me that that had happened, but just to see it, you know, without actually seeing it before and just noticing differences was kind of weird for me. But anyways, another thing that I've noticed is that I'm really tired, like, all the time. I've never been so tired. Like, literally, this fatigue is worse than Crohn's fatigue, which, since I've been pregnant, I have not had any Crohn's symptoms at all. Like, the Crohn's has been going good. But I will say this, you know, I kind of went from one thing kind of to another. Not saying pregnancy is a disease, but, you know, at times it felt like a break. But then I'd have some things that it's like, man, like, I can't even get a break from, like, feeling like 100%. Like, but whatever, it is what it is. You know, for my daughter, it's fine with me. But, yeah, definitely pregnancy fatigue is way worse than Crohn's fatigue. Like, just to feel so tired all the time, and like when you're up and around for too long, your feet start to hurt, and then they start to swell, and then you just want to sit down, and then sometimes you just get dizzy, and it's just like a whole hot mess. Also, I'm just like really uncomfortable. Like, the size of my stomach has become uncomfortable at this point, which the women in my family, like I know with 2 of my sisters, with their first, they carried out very far. And I've already had somebody tell me, you've only got one in there? And I'm like, oh, yes, I only got one in here. I understand that I am, you know, a bit bigger in the stomach area, but with, like I said, with my sisters, that was the same kind of case. And my mother told me that with her, she also carried out really far. Like, she just had this big old belly, you know. And I have not really gotten, like, I've gotten a little bit of thickness in my arms, but my thighs, my legs are still small, so I kind of just look like I ate with legs. And then my face has filled in a little bit, but not like a ton. And then, you know, I have no booty whatsoever. I just don't. And now the booty is looking smaller and smaller every day. Like, I have friends making fun of me, telling me, oh, your butt is just so small. I just noticed your butt is... Yeah, I've always had a small booty. It's just because my belly's so big, you just not noticing my little tiny booty. Anyways, you know, you're already uncomfortable, but another thing is, you know, you don't get that much sleep either because you're trying to get comfortable, and then when you do get comfortable, you have to go to the bathroom. And that's like a constant thing. And with me, my daughter's a lot. She's down there a lot. She, like, down there pushing on it. I already had to go and get some poise pads. Now, if y'all don't know what poise pads are, poise are for, you know, if you have any leakage or whatever. I knew before that people had told me that you possibly could go to the bathroom on yourself when you're pregnant because of the pressure of the baby and everything and whatnot, but it had gotten to the point where I was like, okay, I can't keep dribbling on an accident. You'll stand up and all of a sudden you just feel like you're going to go to the bathroom. Or you're walking and suddenly she's just down there and you feel like you're going to go to the bathroom. And then a couple times you do dribble because you can't really hold it in. Mind you, I be doing them Kegels and stuff. It ain't been helping me yet. I mean, hopefully that'll help for labor, but it has not helped with me to try to hold the urine all the time. It's funny because I call the poise pads pee pads. I'm just saying, because I mean, that's what I'm using them for. I ain't on no period or nothing, and they're not for a period, so whatever. But yeah, every now and then when I feel like I'm going to be around a lot or I'm going to be out and about for a while and I know that it's possible that that's going to happen, I have to put one of those on. And I'm also noticing that actually some of her kicks do hurt. Like, she's pretty freaking strong. At my last appointment, when my midwife was listening to her heartbeat, she started kicking at the Doppler. But she was kicking it so hard that it was hurting me because she's kicking at it, trying to push it away. And my midwife's all, oh, I know, honey, I'll be getting this out of your way in a minute. I just got to monitor your heartbeat. But I'm thinking to myself, girl, I'm going to have a bruise there if we keep holding that Doppler there because she is kicking it mighty hard. She's a little monster already. When I did my glucose test, look, I'm back to the glucose because I can't get over this. Okay, so the glucose test is you drink this stuff. It's like in a thing that's about like this big. And they have these different flavors. They got like lemon, lime, and orange, and I think they have other flavors. I had picked lemon lime because somebody told me it tastes like flat Sprite. But they told me it's also really gross. So I was like, okay, if it tastes like flat Sprite, it can't be that gross. Well, then I found out why. Well, they say, oh, chill it to make it taste better. Well, I chilled it overnight. My midwife told me to drink it with a straw. I drank it with a straw. And I was trying to get it down. They say you have to get it down within 5 minutes. So I'm trying to get it down, Well, at one point, I took a break and in between trying to get it down so fast. And I caught that aftertaste and almost threw it up. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm not drinking this again. So I just took me some deep breaths and held it together, you know, and then went back into drinking it. And then once it was gone, I took some deep breaths to keep it in because there was no way I was going to drink that again. And luckily I passed. So I don't have to worry about that again because all I could think was if I don't pass this and have to drink this stuff again, I'm probably going to cry. Also, I had thought that maybe if I didn't eat too many sweets the night before that would help. Even though honestly I tend to have low blood sugar. I've never really had issues with higher blood sugar. I've had incidents of passing out because my blood sugar was so low years ago. And we had to start monitoring my blood sugar, so I didn't think that was going to be an issue, but I was a little freaked out because you're pregnant, you know, and your body works differently. And so the night before I was trying not to eat that much sweets, and what does my man do? He comes home with cinnamon rolls with cream cheese and Marionberry pie and Cool Whip. I said, why would you bring that home the night before I gotta take a sugar test? Does that make any sense? He was like, oh, you can't have this? I said, I didn't say I can't have it. I just don't want to do that just in case. I want the test to be accurate. And if I eat too many sweets, maybe it won't be accurate. I'm just saying. I don't know how it works. Sorry, I just got out of breath. That's another thing, is the shortness of breath is getting more. Whew. Like, I notice I have to sit a certain way. And if I'm not sitting that way, then I get out of breath. And if I lean forward, she kicks me in the ribs. So there's not very much of that. I try just to stay, you know, sitting. It's kind of hard to sit up straight because your back kind of, you know, feels a little jacked. So then you kind of try to slouch, and then she kicks your ribs, and then you do this again. So you're kind of like doing this like all day. And yeah. But yeah, so 3rd trimester, I'm here, and I've started it, and hopefully, you know, this goes by fast because I'm just ready for her to be out and see her little face and see what she's going to look like. And one more thing. This is a bit of a TMI, but for you pregnant ladies, you and your first pregnancy, you're going to love this, or if you've never known this before. Okay, so I was concerned because, you know, when your belly gets a certain size, you can no longer see down there. Now, I'm the type of person that I have like a shaving schedule. I'm not even joking. It's like an OCD thing. Like, I shave my armpits every other day. I shave my legs every 3 days. And, you know, I trim down, you know, the area, you know, keep it trimmed up and looking nice every like 3 days, you know. Sometimes 4 days, depending on laziness. But either way it goes, like, I'm one of those people that I don't do hairiness, and I have to keep it under control. Well, when I realized that I could no longer see down there, and I could no longer do that by looking, I was like, crap, how am I going to do this? So then I started doing it blindly, just by feel. Well, that didn't work out the last time I did it blindly, because what did I do? I cut myself. Mind you, I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so I did not feel me cut myself. I suddenly just seen blood all over my razor in the shower, and I'm like, crap. So then I rinse, you know, because I got one of those shower heads that you can like hold it down, and I rinse and it stings, and I'm like, ugh. Mind you, I couldn't find where the cut was at or anything. One of my friends was like, oh, have your man shave down there. I don't want him shaving down there. I know how I like it down there. He don't need to be shaving down there. He don't know how to shave down there. He don't know what he's doing. That's my job. Anyways, so I was on one of those, okay, it's an app, and you have like the community where you can talk to other people in groups that are doing the month that you are. And a girl had suggested this. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see that. It's the Schick Hydro Silk Trim Style. So this thingy right here is an electric trimmer. This right here is like the business right here. Like, seriously, like, you just turn it on and it's waterproof. You can leave it in the shower and you can get all your, like, you know, longer hairs that you've been trying to get this whole time that you ain't been able to reach, you know. And this right here, it's got like flex. It like senses your curves or whatever. I'm not sure what the wording is for it because I threw away the box, but it said something about curve sensing something or something like that. Possibly, I'm not sure. And literally, like, this did wonders. Like, I used this, I think, either last night or the night before that for the first time. And seriously, I was like, oh my God, I should have had one of these even before I was pregnant. Because this is, like, the easiest thing to use to get the job done. And you get it done fast. Like, literally, I didn't have to worry about looking or anything. I didn't cut myself. And now everything's all dandy. So, if you're at that stage where you cannot see down there and you're having trouble with that, and you don't want your man to do it, and you know, want to get it done, I'm telling you right now, the Schick, I keep forgetting, so I keep looking at it. The Schick, oh my allergies, the Schick Hydro Silk Trim with the trimmer thing, this thing right here. This is the business. So yeah, in a nutshell, right now, that's basically how things are going so far. I will do another video probably in the next maybe 2 weeks, because now that I'm getting further on, you know, things are changing a lot more. Like, yeah, in the beginning I had to deal with like morning sickness or whatever, which, yeah, I've had some nausea when the heartburn started or whatever, which the heartburn is still there, which I'm guessing that's just going to get worse the bigger she gets. But as of right now, from what my midwife said, she's about 2 pounds, maybe a little bit more than 2 pounds, and she's a little feisty one, so we'll see what happens next. Thank you for watching, and continue watching if you would like to see more updates and hear about all the fun pregnancy stories. Your girl Sharice here.